Hi everybody. I am doing our reading in my old haunting grounds. When I first came back from Sedona, I moved to this place. It's called The Farm. Something told me today, go back to where it began. This is where my twin found me, finally. After so many years, I lived here in this place. And I needed to be where there was trees, and so I found this little glen. And I used to come here. There's a coyote in there. I was hoping I could get him on video. But he slipped up into the bushes. Who is that? It's actually chilly today, and I'm this chilly here. I'm standing here in the sunshine because this is the only place that I'm warm. It's interesting to me. This place is called the right when I go to say it, amphitheater. They used to have, I guess, shows and stuff, and they've closed it. It used to be, clearly this used to be something very beautiful. It makes me sad when I see things like this. The water that would go down, like the little waterfall they had here, and the pools there, and the bridge. But I love this tree. I climbed this tree, and there's a dragon in this tree. And when I get to a certain spot, you'll be able to see it. It's a flying dragon. Let's see, I can probably see other things now. There's see his horn up there? And look right there, right below it, there's another animal. It looks like a bear coming out. See, if I go into the, can you see him right there? It actually looks like a wolf dog maybe, but see the, you know what, and that could be a snapping turtle, but it's definitely a dragon with the horn coming out. And then I climbed up there, and when I don't know, from a certain angle, it was just amazing. But I always was fascinated with this tree. How it started out as one and it split into two and then it went back into one. It reminds me of a twin soul relationship. This was a very special place for me. We started as one, we split apart. Look at the wounds. Actually, this might be the female one with the womb, right? The female energy. And there's the masculine energy, right? And they go on their different paths. They branched out. Some things died, some things flourished. But then they came back together at the top, and then they grew further. I love this. And so one time I came here, I'd walked in sandals and flip-flops. I came up over the hills, and when I got to this spot, my feet were so sore from hiking. I mean, I went miles. I got to put my glasses on. Sorry, because they've got lenses, cheaters in them. I want to get LASIK. I keep saying that, don't I? But I'd come all the way, and it was such a long way. I went through the bushes because I never liked taking trails, right? And by the time I got here, my feet were so sore and blistered. And I went to climb up, and I thought I had to go up here, and I wanted to do my reading up in this tree, right there in that spot. Now, doesn't that look like I should be able to get to that spot? That's how short I am. Like, seriously. I should be able to get to this spot. And I couldn't get up. And I tried and tried and tried, and by the time I fell, I cut my feet, there was blood everywhere, and then I had to walk back on these flip-flops with cut feet and bleeding, and all the blisters already, and by the time I got back to the house, oh my God. But look at this. Look at that little heart. Oh, shouldn't I, you know what, I could do this now. Has the tree, hold on a second. I'm going to try something. I want to see what I can do. I just couldn't get no, you know what? It's the same thing. If I could just get a hold of this spot. I tried over and over, and I'm just that damn short. Because that's the perfect spot for me to go. It was right there. So frustrating. I could never find anything to put here to help me. All right, forget it. I'll just behave, you know? That is my message. I know. Sometimes, Sherry, it isn't for you to climb, right? Sometimes you're not supposed to go there. All right. I mean, I literally was going up to, whoa, it's dark, sorry. Oh, you know what? It probably did this thing again. My phone, it keeps adjusting itself, right? And I know, I'm gonna put my coat on again. I've got the cutest outfit on. I was heading up to Idlewild, I was. And then I thought, it's gonna be 46 degrees there and windy, and that's now. And that's if there's sun, and I'm already cold. So I decided that I just let my internal monitor drag me to where I was supposed to go. And I thought horses, I would go to where the horses were. But that didn't happen. And so I ended up here. Hold on. Oh, I didn't adjust that. That's so annoying. Okay, so here's the deal. I wonder if I talk, if the wolf will come out, if the coyote will come out. I did a reading for somebody. It was just an app card reading, but it's still applicable, you know, when you do a reading like that. I'm gonna let you guys look around. I love it here. And the message the person got was the raven. And I asked, you know, how many times do I shuffle? What is the best message for her? And this was the message she got. And I've been seeing the raven. And what's interesting is I don't see ravens around here. Not so much, you know. They out in the towards Palm Springs more there are the ravens. But here it's more crows. But the crows are they're a relative of the raven, and the crow it comes out of the void, right? It comes out of the darkness. And the raven, it's the same thing. The raven is much larger, but they're called the keeper of secrets. And anytime you see ravens, you think of magic and miracles, because they are there to tell you to look deep inside of yourself, to find the magic within you. And they're telling you that it's about going into your darkness. It's about going into the void, going into your places that need healing. And if you are able to do that, if you have the balls to do it, the courage to do it, oh, look. I just realized my angel is right there. Cool. And you look at yourself. Oh, who are you? Who was it? It landed on the tree above us. I don't know who you are. Oh, it's right above us. Hold on, I want to see. Another bird messenger. Who are you? See its tail right on the edge there. I want to see who it is. Whenever I would come into this little glen, hello, I'm right below you. I'm right below you. Yeah, hello. Hello. Turn around. Turn around and let me see you. I think you're a California scrub, which is a family member of the blue jay. Okay, so I'll continue speaking about the raven. If you are able to go, and you will go and look inside of yourself to do the healing, the healing aspects of yourself that are asking to be looked at, the raven will help you uncover the magic that you have within you to make the dreams that you have come true. The raven talks about sexuality, and they're cheeky and they're mischievous, and they're very, very highly intelligent, and they are a bird that travels between spirit and the physical realms. Oops. All the noise I'm making. I want you just to turn around so I can just see you. And now that I've been sidetracked, I'm just like a squirrel, I swear. I get sidetracked, and then my mind is now thinking about that bird, and I can't think of what I was supposed to tell you about the raven magic. That you have the ability to make your dreams come true. You need to look deep inside of yourself. Call upon the power and the wisdom of the raven to help you move between worlds, to see the magic in your life that's all around you. Like, look at this. Look at the magic that's around me. Nobody comes here, ever. I have never seen anyone in this place. And that little cheeky stinker is just staying up there. I'm going to go this way. So sexuality, humor, mischievousness, magic, miracles, excitement, coming in from the darkness, looking at the darkness within you and realizing the magic you have within. Okay, so I'm not going to continually, I've completely lost my train of thought because I want that bird. Oh, I got a pen. It's a nice pen too. Oh, that's what they do. They find things. Ravens. The same thing as crows. Crows like shiny objects, but they find things. They're able to see things that others aren't able to see, and they'll teach you. That's what the raven will teach you, to see within yourself. If you're able to look into yourself, and allow yourself to heal the aspects of yourself that are wishing to be healed, you will begin to see things and uncover things within you and without you that will help you manifest your dreams and bring your dreams to life. They're also telling you that there's magic and miracles the energy of that is around you at this time, and that your dreams are coming true. Where are you, you little stinker? It's quiet, it's sneaky. He says, I'm not going to show you who I am. Isn't it pretty here? Okay, well, no matter what I want today, this is about finding the magic wherever you are. Look for the magic where you are. Look for the things to be excited about. Discover what needs to be discovered. The magic within your relationships, the magic within yourself, the abilities that you have right now, the things that you can uncover, the things that you can bring to life. Come out of the darkness and find the magic that's all around you. I find this magical. And I would find it really magical if I could get up that freaking tree. This is what I did. That's what I did. I tried to walk along there. And I got pretty far and I slipped and I went flying. And I caught myself, but I totally cut my foot open. That's what I was trying to do. I thought, oh, you know what? I could probably do it now because there's branches now. There weren't branches there before. I had nothing to hold on to. I was balancing. But I could see doing that in front of you guys and completely landing on my ass. And it wouldn't be too sexy. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit right down here. This was my little perch when I used to come here. And I'm going to put you down right there. Isn't that pretty? We're using the Divine Circus Oracle. I needed a pen. Soft feel medium pen. It's exactly what I like, a medium pen. Thank you, Spirit. And maybe, and you know what I always found was really, really strange about this place, other than the fact that nobody ever comes here, is the fact that I never see squirrels here. Why are there squirrels not here besides me? You know, like why would squirrels not be here? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the most beneficial message? Now we're going to do this way. We want to know what's going to be for today and tomorrow is the first message. And then that's Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday with the second, Thursday, Friday with the third, and Saturday, Sunday with the fourth. Okay? 2 more I heard. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For the first, like for today and tomorrow, what should we focus on? Correct for neutrality on all levels. 1 more. I was going to go to the little lake that I used to go to. I will after this, I think, just for old time's sake. I should go say hi to my old landlord. He's younger than me. He's like 36. John. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this so you guys can see it. Correct for neutrality on all levels. The most important message that you would like us to focus upon for Sunday and Monday. Okay. Guest of honor. Ooh. I don't think I know this one. This is a fun deck for me. Okay. So let's look at that. How is this working? Like this? Okay. Let's go. I want to do a prettier. Trying to figure out. Guest of honor, the number 22. Okay, so the number 22 is telling us, maybe in the light, because who knows what the lighting is with this camera today. I should have checked, sorry. The number 22 is always talking about things happening as they're meant to happen, right? The number 2s. So 2-2. I also think for some reason what popped into my mind is you've just passed graduating, right? You've just passed graduation. 21 is graduation. So you've already graduated from some kind of an aspect of your life, and you're moving on to the next aspect of your life, or the next adventure, or whatever it is that you're going for. So now you see this one. She's got this headdress of feathers, and she's holding on to a goblet. Interesting outfit she's wearing. Gold and feathers. Guest of honor. So this is about, if you're the guest of honor, everyone's looking at you, right? You're the special one. You're the one that everybody is there for. So maybe what's going on here is you want that. You want to be the guest of honor. You want to be recognized. You want to be noticed. Maybe you're feeling like you're on the outside looking in. And everybody else is, happily married or settled down or in the job of their dreams, or they belong to someone, or, they've set themselves up. And you're still freaking trying to bust loose. You're trying to break out. You're trying to just get past go. So when the guest of honor shows up, Spirit's saying it's time for your status to change because you have been invited to the inner circle. Now, the inner circle of who, right? We want to be invited to the right inner circle with the right people, right? We don't want to be invited. We're not talking about the elite society. We're not talking about, in high school I always wanted to be in the in crowd, or I always wanted to be, asked out by the football player, or I always wanted to date the cheerleader. It's not about that. This is going to be spiritual honor. This is going to be in your highest good. We're in oak trees right now. Listen. There's a woodpecker. Oak trees. They're the oldest trees. It was a blue jay. Did you see it? I know you saw it. I knew it was a blue jay. I knew that it was a California scrub. However, the wings were awfully blue. If that was a stellar jay, I'll eat my hat. And there's a woodpecker up there. So that means just exactly what this message is telling us. Hold on, we're going to walk and talk. What this message is telling us is that there's a new rhythm pecking out in your life right now. You were the outsider, but now you've been invited to the inner circle. It's time to break free from the mass crowd, right? There's times to do that, to stand alone, and there's times to have courage and be the outsider, right? And this is when everybody looks at you and sees the ability that you have, the ability that you possess, the knowledge that you have. You're standing in your own self-esteem. You have developed yourself as an outsider because you didn't care about being one of the Joneses. Because why? Because you are a freaking blue heron or white crane or a snowy egret person. Are you on that railing, you little stinker? So you've developed yourself. And now it's time to come back. It's time to come back into the inner circle. Oh, you're in that bush. I see you. I see you. So it's kind of like a family reunion of sorts. You've gone away, you've developed your gifts, you've stood on your own, you have... Basically, I feel like you've gone through the dark night of the soul, right? And you have worked through your issues, and you know who you are. You've come back to home, which is you. You've come back to yourself. And so now you're coming back to the family reunion. You spent enough time on the outside, on the fringe. Maybe you've left people behind in your life. I know that the blue jay won't be here when I come up, but the little tiny guys are. Couldn't you... Oh, cute. Okay, that's amazing. That's a hummingbird, you guys. Can you hear it? I've never heard a hummingbird make that noise. Listen to his wings. Hi. Hi, precious. Hi. Hello. So, see, you have accomplished what others might have thought was impossible. Because that's what the hummingbird says. You will accomplish what you or others may feel is impossible. Hello. So now you've come home to roost. You've maybe left people behind in your life. You see that little one sitting there? I hope you guys can zoom in and see that because that's pretty freaking cool. The hummingbird said, come over and take a look at me and incorporate me into this reading because this is what I'm talking about. You spent enough time on the outside. You've left people behind. And right now you need to take stock of the situation and you got to form an intention and a form of action and you need to figure out how to come back and change course. You have become so used to being a lone wolf. I mean, I'm telling you, this so sounds like me. And I know it's my twin as well. But you've become so much of a lone wolf that you're okay to be out here where nobody is, right? I travel by myself. I travel alone. And I find magic everywhere I go, and I'm happy with it. But Spirit's saying it's not good for us to be alone, right? The time of us being alone has served a purpose. But now Spirit's wanting us to shift the way we're setting ourselves apart and come back and share the wisdom. Now, I have been sharing my wisdom all along, but there's many of us who have gone into the mountain, right? gone into solitude. Like Spirit said, when the storm comes or the great wave comes, go to the mountain, which is solitude, which is meditation, going in. So many of us have done that, and they've been apart. Like my twin, he's gone. He went and he did his work on his own, right? He was the lone wolf. So right now, Spirit says it's time to come back. Now, in the beginning, where you felt like you were barely getting past the security gates, you know, and everyone else was flying high on their path. Oh, look at the color, green, heart chakra and healing. What a beautiful little one. Now, you're going to go right through the VIP section. Because why? Because you are the guest of honor. Spirit wants you to come back and share what you have learned and be a part. You're not any good with everything that you've learned if you keep it all to yourself. You know, you came here to fulfill a purpose, and the purpose wasn't to be alone. Ooh, let's go over to our other side. Right? And you're going to be safe to do this because you've accepted who you are. You know, maybe not 100%, but you're more comfortable. I am. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about me. I am way comfortable with who I am and where I'm at. And I didn't used to be that way. So I have done the work. And I have been isolated. I do share with my page, but I have been isolated. But as this message is bringing out, you've learned to accept yourself. You're not going to hand your power over to anyone else, right? You're not going to give away your power to anyone. You know who you are. You know your rightful place. You know your worth, and you demand your worth. You can be among a crowd of people, and you can remain your own individual self. You're not going to be following the masses. You're not going to be having issues with, what is that? Peer pressure. You know, maybe before you might have felt, you know, kind of pressured by other people, but not anymore. You're very comfortable. You're at home. And you're at home sharing the truths of the things that you have learned. You're comfortable with this because you know now. You've grown. This is it. This is called awakened. You are awakened, right? And you realize what your purpose is here. Your purpose is to help others. So right now, the guest of honor is telling you you're going to be offered a place in something or with someone that matters a lot to you. I'm hoping it's me and my twin, right? That's the place that I want. But maybe for you, woo, I don't know what it could be for you. Well, you'll have to find out. But you're going to be offered a place, and it's going to be a prideful place, a place of well, you're going to be the guest of honor. You're wanted for who you are, not for what you look like, and not for what you have, because of what comes from the inner beauty, from the knowledge that you have gleaned, and from the experience that you have. You are now welcome. People want you around, and Spirit wants you around to share this. And you feel like, once again, you will feel like you have been chosen to belong, because now you've recognized also who you want to belong with. As I said, this isn't the Joneses. This isn't the elite crowd. This isn't the, you know, she society. This is the right people. This is the right places. This is being wanted and included in your soul family, your spiritual family, and with the ones who get it and who get you. The ones who have loved you all along for who you are and not for what you have. Okay? So, something that you can do to help bring this to be is a visualization. So, pretend you're opening up a scroll. Let's see. I don't know. She doesn't have a scroll here. But you know what? A scroll, like you've got a letter with a golden seal, with a wax seal. I saw a necklace at my best friend's shop in Sturgeon Bay, and it had a wax seal on it. It's super cool. I think I'm going to get it from her. It's a choker. So you imagine yourself opening up this scroll and breaking the wax seal. And inside, what does it say? You are invited. I want you. Of all the people, I want you, or we want you, to do this, to do that, to come in, to speak on behalf of a group of people, to share your knowledge. I want you to, like for me right now, I'm bubbling with the idea of doing a retreat, a healing retreat. And I know Spirit wants me to do that. So I'm going to be collaborating with the right people. I'm going to be asked. I know that. I don't know what it is for you, but you've done your work. And you're going to be asked. So imagine you're breaking the seal. And you've got this invitation. How do you feel about it? Are you excited? Are you a little bit nervous? But you know what? Nervousness, just call it excitement. I'm super stoked. If this is my twin saying I've chosen you and I'm coming home, babe, I'm super excited. Don't get excited and then freak out and back up, because that happens a lot. You know, will you accept the invitation? So right now, let's get yourself prepared, because you may think that you're going to be okay with it. You may think that, oh, of course. I mean, if I get asked, you know, of course I would say blah, 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 blah. But a lot of times, like I said, when it happens, when it actually comes right down to it and it happens, you freak, you freeze, and you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. Or do I really want this? And I've wanted this all this time, but I don't know. What if, and then you fuck it all up, right? So here's what you can say. Say this out loud right now and practice it. I belong. I have pride of place. The place that only I can fill. I am one of a kind, and yet I belong to humanity. There's no one like me. There's only one created like me that can do what I can do and bring what I can bring to the table, right? I'm invited to take place at this beautiful feast of life. I have been invited. I am the chosen one. I accept this invitation. Let's party on, right? Do something like that. You can say a positive affirmation. Every door I wish to open for me does so, of course, at the perfect time, in the perfect place, in the perfect way, with the right people, just so, smoothly, easily, perfect, right? Yay! That's the first message. I like that a lot. I like the fact that we had a blue jay. Now, when the blue jay shows up, there's a difference between a California scrub and a blue jay, and I won't be able to tell until I go back and I look at until I go back and I look at the shit video, and I see, because I saw a bright blue. If it was a California scrub, the message is a little bit different, but blue jay is always about speech. It's always about speaking what's on your heart. It's about not badgering people, not pushing people, not being aggressive, but also it's about not allowing others to bully you. Don't bully anyone, but don't allow them to bully you. It's about standing up for your truth, right? Okay, I'm gonna see, hold on. Maybe I should put my glasses on so that I can, I don't know if it's, my eyes are so incredibly sensitive. I did bring my regular reading glasses here, and it might be, oh, that's better, isn't it? Oh, it is, for me, it feels better. It was a little too dark, and I feel rude when I'm talking to people with sunglasses on. Okay, I'm glad I brought them. It's my kind of, I chose a spot that's a little bit shady. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go for our next message. Now that was for today and overlapping into tomorrow. So Sunday, Monday. And that was interesting too, because I've never seen that card. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Now we're going to do Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the most beneficial message for us for Tuesday and Wednesday? One more shuffle. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I like that being, you know, think about that too. I thought about that just a second. Being a guest of honor, you could be the guest of honor right then. The little I can't see it in the branches, but the little hummingbird came and it's roosting right there. So that's a message. The hummingbird is generally, like, I am the hummingbird. That's one of my main totems. Fast mover, right? All over the place. But notice how the hummingbird is sitting and waiting. So she's waiting to receive, right? When she gets called, she gets called. But she's doing a lot of sitting around. She's doing a lot of active waiting. So what I was thinking was, when you're the guest of honor, I have a hard time when all eyes are on me. It's difficult for me. I don't mind doing this because I'm in control of, there's nobody sitting here watching me. You know what I mean? I can control who's seeing me. Only me. I'm only seeing me. I have a hard time speaking in front of a whole bunch of people if they're looking at me. And like in a party, I have a really hard time in parties. I'm a loner. I am. I'm an introvert. And I never used to be so much, but I am. And it's difficult for me, especially if I don't know everybody. But it's also that way in relationships. You know, you've wanted something for such a long time, right? And then, say, my twin said to me when he came out of the shadows, he said, I was waiting. I mean, I was hiding, but I wasn't hiding anything from you. I just needed to know that you loved me for who I was and not for what I have. And I just loved him. But that can be overwhelming. It can be overwhelming to, maybe you've never been loved that way before. Maybe you've never truly, I mean, I unconditionally love him, like unconditionally. Doesn't mean I don't see the flaws, doesn't mean I think everything's going to be perfect. I'm very realistic, but this is a soul connection. This is a twin soul connection. You know, he knows it too. But we haven't been here to this place when we were healed. We haven't done our work and come back together. And to have somebody love you so overwhelmingly, that's the word. It could be very overwhelming, and it could be hard to handle. Why me? Why me? Why do you love me so much? Well, of course, because you're my twin soul, for one thing. But in another relationship, right? Or even if you're chosen for something. Why me? Why are you choosing me? Of all these people. Then you start to doubt yourself. Or maybe just the feelings of you know, what if it doesn't work out? Or what if we have a fight? Or what if everything that you're hoping for isn't what you think it is? I keep thinking about that song by and I called them Backstreet Boys, and it wasn't Backstreet Boys, it was In Sync. Now think about that, In Sync. You're in sync. The song is, I want it that way. And that's the whole message to the song is, I don't ever want to hear you say, I want it that way, because I want it this way, right? So maybe when this person is standing in front of you saying, I love you, and you know, I know everything about you, and I still love you, and that's why I love you, and blah, blah, blah. It may be very overwhelming for you to handle that emotionally. It may be hard. You may panic and think, you know, just like I said, it may not work out, or what if I stumble, or what if we, you know, I don't trust this, because I've never been loved like this before. I don't even know what this looks like. And you don't know everything about me. If you knew everything about me, you wouldn't feel that way. That's not the truth, because we're in sync. And when we're in sync and you vibrate together, there's a reason for it. So when spirit brings you to a certain situation, it's happening because it's meant to happen. This is divine timing and planning. So you being the guest of honor is not something that you have bought your way into. It's not somebody else has finagled their way to get this for you. This is something that has been brought to you by your own work, by your own vibration, okay? So please don't be afraid of it, and don't push it away. Don't push away what your soul's been longing for when you finally get it. Correct neutrality on all levels. That's why I always give that message. Or I say that prayer. Please don't ever let me forget how much I wanted this. Okay, this is Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, we had the White Duchess recently. Interesting. The White Duchess. So, she is standing there under the umbrella. Now the umbrella, there's interesting, it's kind of like where I just was. That's frozen emotion that's falling around her. The number 15, 1 is the beginning. 5, very big changes rumbling through your entire existence at this time. Good idea to call upon spirit for help with those changes. So right now, because of the frozen emotion that's around the umbrella, this is a song that I used to have it on my banner picture for my twin, and what I've said, you know, I said I would be your friend till the end. I'd stick it out to the end. Come underneath my umbrella. So she's inviting you to come underneath the umbrella and leave behind the emotional storms that you've had, the frozen emotion, whatever it is that you've been dealing with. Maybe you are suffering from post-traumatic stress because of something that's happened in your life. Or maybe it's been really, really, really painful, and you're reeling from it. Or maybe you're after a dream, you've been going after a dream for such a very long time that it feels like you're losing hope of ever seeing the light of day. It's just, I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So the White Duchess is coming forward, and she's telling you she doesn't want you to look back. She wants you to allow the past to go. Let it go to sleep. It isn't needed in your life right now because your future's calling forward. This is about major life transitions. There's a daddy and a little girl talking. I don't know where they are. They're walking around up there. I can hear them. So major life transition. That's why the number 5. Big changes. And everybody's been saying to me, I've been seeing the number 555, right? Big changes. So transitions are not easy. They're difficult, especially if you're dealing with post-traumatic stress out of something that you've been through, right? So you may not realize that you're in the middle of a transition. You may not realize that you may feel that you're still stuck in that place. While this frozen emotion is still around me, and I'm feeling I'm in the darkness. It may come as a surprise to realize that, oh my God, guess what? This is over. Right? Whatever has been haunting your dreams, whatever has been causing this chaos and this sadness and this upset and this, whatever it's caused this you now have post-traumatic stress because of what you've been through. But it's over. And you may not even realize that I've done with it. Right? I'm still reeling from it. But she's telling you, you are. It's time to let go of it. Even if you don't know exactly where you're going or where you're headed or what is, what's happening next, you're going to be guided. This white Duchess, white, the color white is purity and innocence. She's coming to wipe it clean. She's wiping clean the past. And she's giving you a new chance to be a new person, have a new life. My girlfriend said last night, my girlfriend in Sturgeon Bay, she's not in Sturgeon Bay anymore, but she's very gifted, like very connected. Her brother was the one, he's autistic and he's never spoken, and he wrote to her, look at him flying, that little hummingbird flying in the middle of the air, I love that. He wrote to her years ago, right when we first met, and he had only been writing for 2 years, and I think he was 26, I can't remember, I think he was 26, and he said to her, Sherry Columbus, she's like me, she works with the angels, she's here to help you. Listen, or something like that. I can't remember what it was. It was crazy because she said I'd never told anyone in my family that we'd been connected. I never said your name. I certainly never said your last name. And she says, and he'd only started writing to me and my aunt recently, and this is what he said. And why am I bringing this up? Oh, because he is so incredibly gifted and so connected to spirit, and she has the gifts too. Hers are different. She's very gifted. And she said to me about my twin last night. It's about, she says, I keep getting a new identity. And I said, well, Spirit says, when anything is, whatever has been lost to you will come back in a renewed state or in renewed form. And that's what this White Duchess is saying. You're going to come back with a new identity, a new person, a chance to have your life begin in a different way. And you need to trust Spirit that this is happening to help you. So there's a little trick that the White Duchess has, and I will just read it because it's just simple. Duchess, White Duchess, Duchess of Light. Duchess White, Duchess of Light, help me turn away from the night. The past is over. I choose to be free. So begins a new chapter of destiny. And what we're supposed to do, and we don't have one here, we're supposed to then go up. Oh my gosh, we had this when we were in Sturgeon Bay. I forget. I channel and I forget. We had this one when we were in the snow 2 weeks ago. We're supposed to go up and we're supposed to shut a door, right? We're shutting our door on the past. So then you say outside, out loud. Now what's interesting, because I'm out here and there's people up there and they're going to wonder what the hell. But you stand there at the imaginary door and you're going to say, for this moment only, this door is the only thing that's separating me from my future and my past. And I am choosing with my own free will to leave the past behind. It's like kind of going inside that vortex. See in that tree? It's like if you would go into the tree and we're leaving this world and you're going into the next. That's why the raven is so cool, because the raven is coming out of the void and going in. It's like magic and magical doors opening. That's what they're telling you with the raven, is that there are magical doors and realms opening to you at this time. This is the new beginning. So you're going to go through there and you're going to step through the door and you're going to say, through my own free will, I choose to leave the past behind. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all the lessons. I'm grateful for everything I've learned. Even though it's been painful, I've learned a lot, right? I am grateful for that. But I want to leave that behind. I don't want to take that with me. I'm going to leave that. I don't need it. I don't need to hold on to that anymore. I'm forgiving it and I'm letting go of everything that was. I don't have to hold on. I am free. I am free. So then you say out loud, step through the door. You can imagine yourself doing this, stepping through an imaginary door. Okay, step through the door. And then you say, free from my past. I turn to the light of my fresh start. Now, so be it. I don't care. I don't care if they listen. Maybe they'll learn something, right? So that's what you're going to do. I think that's pretty cool. You can also say another affirmation. The other affirmation is, with courage and compassion, I leave the past behind. Because I have learned. I've learned well. I have. I've done my work, as the little hummingbird was saying over there. I've done my work, right? I've come back now because I'm the guest of honor. And I've learned well, and I know that right now, there's a new adventure in front of me, and I'm not going to be scared to accept it because I'm the guest of honor. I'm going to accept it. Yes, I accept. I accept. Yes, the answer is yes. If you're looking for the answer, if you want to know the answer is yes. Looking for a sign, this is it. Yes. Okay? This is it. Trust the universe. The new adventure, my new step in my destiny, the destiny that I choose. I trust the universe is going to guide me into the future. And I'm being given a new chance. This is a new chance, a new identity, I get to start over again. And how do I feel about it? Yes! Yes, I feel about it. I feel yes. That's Tuesday. Ooh, these cards are awesome. Okay, so Monday, Sunday, so that was Sunday and Monday. So now, that was Sunday, Monday. So now it's Tuesday. No, wait, Sunday, Monday. That was Tuesday, Wednesday. Sorry. Now we're going to do Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday. Got really quiet. They probably think I'm a crazy person in here. Makes me think of that song, I want to be your end game. I want to be your end game. For me, that would be my song. Like when my twin left, it was all of me loves all of you, which still holds true. But this one, I want to be your end game. And it says in there, they tell you I'm crazy, but recognize that drama follows me. I'm not drama. It wants me. I don't want it. It talks about I got my chip on my shoulders and I got all my attitudes and blah, blah, blah. It's these two people that you and I would make a big conversation, right? We got some big reputations. Everybody's got a lot to say about everybody else, right? But I want to be your end game. I want to be on your A team. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Ooh, that was I thought of something and then it was like, no. Oh, interesting. So we've had this one recently as well. I would be happy to get a new message, but... Okay, so voice of an angel. So you see this one playing the guitar. She's thinking, look at the raven. Look at the raven. Magic and miracles. Look at that beautiful guitar. Wouldn't it be cool if you had a guitar with painting on that? Oh, Uncle Phil. That would be beautiful. I like that. I saw guitars like that when I was in Sedona, actually. When I first moved from Sturgeon Bay to Sedona, I went into this museum, and they had the most gorgeous guitars. They were being sold as art pieces, but they were beautiful. I wonder if they played. They probably could have played. So there she says, ooh, there's another magic and miracles down there. And 13. 13 is considered an unlucky number. Ooh, there's another one there. 3. So 1, new beginning. 3, the ascended masters are assisting you, and also full circle completion. So she's sitting there playing that guitar. So she's expressing herself. Sometimes it's difficult to express ourselves through words. Sometimes, as I said before, we express ourselves through our music, through a song, through a hug, through a look, through your eyes. That's why it's important for me. I don't like to cover my eyes. So she is talking about expression, and they're saying there's something in you that needs to be expressed, either creatively or just maybe something. My girlfriend, Erica, the one that I told you about, she's writing books, and they're amazing. I know they're amazing because I know where she's getting them. She gets guided in her dreams. And she gets very specific things, and she's telling me little, blurbs of her books, and they're amazing. So right now, Spirit is saying that there's something that do you have a book to write? People are asking me to write a book, and I will write a book when I come together with my twin. But it's about spiritual growth. Whatever it is, this expression, it needs to be supporting your spiritual growth. And it will help your spiritual growth, but not just yours, others as well. Because there's others here. It's not just you here. There's the community effort going on here. So whatever you bring forward, you always ask yourself, when you ask for something, it's in the highest good for all concerned. And if you're trying to find your way along your path or what you're going to do, you say, whatever you're doing or whatever you could do, that will be of the most benefit to myself as well as others. Okay? So, Spirit's saying that you need to allow this creative ability or the creative aspect of yourself to flow at this time. Maybe you're feeling blocked. You're going to feel blocked if you don't allow it to flow, is what they're telling you. You need to express yourself. And you're going to find yourself blocked in other ways, not just creatively, emotionally, in relationship. And sometimes we hold ourselves back from saying what we feel because we're afraid of what other people are going to say. We're afraid of what the response will be. What if they say no? What if they laugh at me? What if somebody said in the live feed the other day when we were talking about speaking, why don't you speak? I can make a fool out of myself. Wow. Don't feel so bad about yourself that you're judging yourself already. You make a fool of yourself? Why would you make a fool of yourself? I'm thinking about that song. Maybe I ought to start confessing. And she knows I watch her and I think about her and she knows it. Maybe it's time I start confessing. And in it says she says she's not afraid. She always says, look at everybody like they're in their underwear. But it's the truth. You're not the only person that had to stand up in front of an audience. You're not the only person that had to ask somebody out on a date. You're not the only person that had to voice your opinion, right? You're not the only one who had to stand up at Writer's Night in Sturgeon Bay and sing your song. I did it. It was scary. I had to write my own words and sing my own song, and I had no musical accompaniment. At least she's got a guitar to hide behind, right, to hold on to, right? I had nothing. I had to sing a cappella. So it can be scary, yeah, but you're not the only one that's ever had to do it, right? So Spirit's saying that they're going to help you. Maybe we think somebody else is going to do a better job. My girlfriend's Tracy. You're going to karaoke a lot lately, right? You've been practicing songs. So maybe other people have a better voice than you. So is that going to stop you from getting up there and doing it? Hell no, right? So Spirit's giving you a couple of messages right now. First, they're telling you that whatever it is, your intuition or your imagination, whatever it is that you've been having roll around in your head, you're not off. You're spot on. You are doing what you are meant to do on your soul's journey. Because why? Because as we said in the beginning with the raven, you are connecting. You have gone in. You have examined. And you're pulling out and you're recognizing the magic within you. And you're going to come forward with whatever your idea is, whatever it is that you need to speak, whatever it is that you need to say, whatever it is you need to create. You're tapping into inspiration, and its spirit is going to bless you. That's what's going on. So if you're feeling blocked right now, Spirit is telling you that you need to find your own muse. What is your muse? What is it that brings you inspiration? Ask for it. Look for it. This brings me inspiration. I do so much better. I'm much happier when I'm outside, right? So that's why I come here. That's why I go outside to do my reading. That's why I prefer to be outside to do my readings, because I'm inspired. The words flow easily for me when I'm outside because I'm connecting to my higher self and I'm connecting to Spirit. So for you, where do you go? What is your muse? What allows you to find your true voice? Spirit will assist you. And the second thing is you're being asked to trust in yourself and have belief in yourself and have courage and confidence because you have gifts. They've been given to you. Spirit doesn't want you to stay quiet. Like my friend Erica, when she told me what the messages that she got in her dream, I said, oh my God, that's so freaking awesome. And she goes, yeah, I go back and forth between thinking it's really cool to being terrified. And I said, why would you be terrified to be connecting so amazingly to that? To be given absolute direction from Spirit, from angels, from God. When I have a connection like that, when I have a dream, and it's a predictive dream and a prophetic dream, and it rolls out right in front of me, I get so excited. It reminds me of who is working with me, who my team is. That's my family. That's my spiritual family. God is real. Angels are real. Spirit is real. Magic is real. Don't be afraid of it. You have these gifts. We all have them. So look at her. She looks a little bit pensive, doesn't she? Spirit's saying, don't be quiet. Don't allow yourself to be held back. Don't let other people speak for you. That's the one thing with the crows and the ravens, is they're mimics. Don't let anybody copy you, and don't anybody speak to you or speak for you and say, well, this is how he feels or this is how she feels. If you're having somebody approach somebody else to try and figure out, where you stand with them, don't do that. Come forward yourself, because it's not them that's wanting to connect. It's you. And it's not them that whoever you're trying to connect with should be speaking. It should be you speaking. Remove the middleman. Don't let another person speak for yourself. Don't allow anybody to say how you feel. It's safe to say what you feel and express yourself and have confidence and find your own voice. So Spirit's saying that the time has come, or it is soon, very soon going to come, that whatever these ideas that you have, whatever this creative spark that you have been working on is about to burst into reality. Like Erica, her book is about to, it's like flowing onto the pages right now. Maybe a song is being created. Maybe you're going to have the conversation that you've been rehearsing. Maybe you've been having somebody else talk to the person instead of yourself. So very soon, you're going to be able to do this. It's going to manifest. And you're going to start attracting the opportunities that you should be attracting to yourself. You're going to bring everything into reality, out of imagination, out of fantasy, into reality. So if you want to manifest, and you've already been working towards that, you've got a project that you've been working on. Erica and her book she's been working on. Me with the idea of doing the collaboration for the what is it that I'm collaborating? I'm thinking so many things at one time. I look up because that's when I connect. Somebody said the other day, don't look away. When people look away, there's a problem. I look away because I have to focus. So I'm wanting to do a retreat. I'm wanting to collaborate with others with different gifts, other spiritual gifts. So that's what I'm going to do, and I know it's going to happen soon. Sun comes out and I get a little bit hot and then I get cold again, but right now I'm warm. Oh, that's her! Right just now. I've got the phone on Do Not Disturb, so no sound comes through. But the person that wanted me to collaborate in Sturgeon Bay, just as I said that, her name, she left me a message. So there's confirmation. It's going to happen. And I said to her, Spirit wants this to happen. We need to get on this. We need to get on this. I'm excited about this. So it's going to manifest. That's what's going to manifest for me. So for you, same situation. Whatever it is that you have been working towards, if there is something that you've been working towards, it's soon about to come into reality. So that's pretty freaking cool. And you're going to be singing your own song. It's going to happen. So what can we say? There's a healing trick. Okay, let me look. I will literally read it to you because it's not mine. Well, although I don't usually take everything that they say. You know, I take a little bit and then I kind of ad-lib. You know, I don't like doing what other people, that's kind of like copying. I don't like that. So I'll give you a part of it and I'll figure it my way. So your voice. Your voice is an expression of you, right? So my voice is an expression of my spirit, my lessons, my imagination, my magic. And I'm going to use this. So right now I realize that Spirit has got my back. Spirit is assisting me. I am being lined up with the right people, the right places, the right times, the perfect opportunities. They're going to come together so that I can use my voice in a creative way, so that I can use my gifts in a helpful way, so it can be enlightening and beneficial for myself, as well as fun, as well as helpful for other people, and fun for them too, right? So this is what's going to be happening. You're going to trust this, and you're going to say to Spirit, thank you. Thank you for bringing me the right people. Thank you for having Diane take me to that sound healing class. She nagged me. She's like, are you gonna, and it wasn't like nag, but she was constantly reminding me because I kept forgetting. I was doing other things, you know. I was out there, you know, taking pictures in the snow with Uncle Phil, and she was like, you know, are we going to go? Are we going to go? Are we going to go? She didn't let it up, because if it had been up to me, I probably would have been off somewhere taking pictures with Uncle Phil and forgotten about it. So I asked Uncle Phil to go, and I said, I think Mama Sherry would come. And then he brought Ginny. So all of us went to the sound healing class. It was amazing. And that's where we started to all speak. It was freezing that night. It was the night before I left. The night before I left. And I said to Diane, why does this all happen just when I leave? Why couldn't this have happened earlier and we could have done a retreat? Well, it's happening the way it's meant to. Maybe there was supposed to be percolating happening. We're supposed to, and I've had some ideas actually this morning. So I was brought to the right place I was connected to the right people. I brought other people in. And I've seen it in my dreams. I have seen in my dreams the retreat being handled. I saw where the people were staying there. I saw the food that was offered. There were couples. There were men and women that were there. So it was a mixed bag. Yoga was being done. There was music. It was amazing. I saw it. So it's going to be manifesting. So you say thank you to Spirit for bringing all this about, and for Diane, for everybody showing up, and it was the last night that I got to spend with my family, and everyone was there, and it was amazing. So we always have to say thank you to Spirit for bringing things forward for us. So right now, Spirit says whatever it is, even if you're a little bit embarrassed, even if you don't know exactly the words or the way you're going to do it, with me, I never know how I'm going to do. I don't have it written down. I don't have notes. I don't pre-plan or practice it. I fly by the seat of the pants. That's the way I live my life. I just got back to California, but now I'm going to go back. I heard in my head this morning. I thought, okay, we're supposed to do a spring retreat, right? And then I heard it's so beautiful. A winter retreat is beautiful as well. What more fun would be going to a place that's gorgeous in the snow, out on the woods? This is where the property is, where it's warm and cozy inside, but you can go outside and see it could be a winter retreat. I could be going back soon. I don't know, but it's going to happen, and it's exciting. So Spirit says, find your voice. Don't worry about being a little bit embarrassed. Don't worry about being a little bit different, because it's got to be different. It's got to be your thing. It can't be like anybody else. It's like these readings. I don't want to be like anyone. And there she is right now. My friend Erica that wrote the book, she's giving me a message. She's talking about, because I've sent a few people this morning the Abraham Hicks meditation. I sent it to just like 5 people. So all the people that I'm talking about, they're going to be a part of this. I can tell, because everybody's coming in right now. Hold on, I'm going to put you guys down for a second. That's for that message. That was for Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm getting a little chilly again. Gosh. See, if I'd gone up to the mountains, I would have been freezing my ass off. Oh my God. And I'm actually getting a sore throat. I'm that much of a baby, like seriously. Uncle Phil would be running around in shorts and a t-shirt right now. But the wind is chilly. If it was raining, we probably would get snow. No, we wouldn't. It's not that cold. Okay. So we did, what did we do? We did Sunday, Monday. We did Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh my God, what did we do? What day is this? Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh my gosh, what did we do? How many cards did we do? Did we do 3? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Saturday, Sunday? Are we already on to 4? What did we do? We did the... Gosh, I hope we did. I can't remember. See, I get carried away channeling and I forget what I've done. So we've done the guitar person, we've done the White Duchess, and we did... Yes, we did the guest of honor. So we've done 3. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so now Saturday, Sunday. Wow. We blew through this really quick, didn't we? How many minutes? Oh yeah, we're at 55 minutes. Jeez. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Jeez. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Don't you think it's cool that the raven showed up in the cards? When the raven, I mean, that's how spirit works for me. So it's definitely, there's magic happening right now. Your dreams are coming true. What it is that you've been working towards. I've been working towards this for a long time. And for me, I think the solo act part is my work. I've been doing my work on my own. And I want to now come together with others and collaborate. That's really important for me. It's going to be much more fun. I'll learn things from that, and we'll all be able to share our gifts. Okay. Saturday, Sunday. Oh, it's windy. Let's not blow our cards away. That one? Okay. So it's this one. Clown of Crossroads. You know, I wish we'd get a card that we haven't had already. Look at I keep getting the cards. Where are we? Oh, it's this way. Sorry. Okay. Okay, the Clown of the Crossroads. I would say that this, though, 2 things come to mind here when I look at this, the Lovers and the Fool, because the Crossroads is always the Lovers card. You know, it's you're about to, there's 2 different roads of direction that you can go. Now, why is this one sad? The number's 32, so Ascended Masters, and everything's happening the way it's meant, so there's no reason for you to be sad. So why is the Clown of the Crossroads? So what's going on? You're at the crossroads in your life right now, and you're trying to figure out what you're supposed to do or where you're going to go. Right? There's opportunities in front of you. What are you going to do with them? So we were talking earlier about the transition that we're in, that we're in a transitional period, and some people may have a difficult time with it, right? Because transition is not always easy. Actually, often it's very, very difficult. So maybe you're having to let go, or you're saying goodbye, or you're moving into a new job, you're moving onto a new relationship, you're moving to a different state, you're leaving the place that you have been spiritually. Like for me, I've been doing this by myself, so now I'm moving to a different level. This is something different. So I'm definitely at a crossroads. We can go left, we can go right. Where's her head? You know, left or right? Which way are you going to go? She's in the middle of the forest, which works for me. But whatever it is, you can't continue the way things have been. And you're nervous about it. You've got to have a choice that has to happen right now. You've got to make a decision. And this is, when you're at the crossroads, when the Lovers card, this could be the Lovers. This could also represent the Lovers, 2 coming together. And you have to make a choice. You have to make a decision. Are you going to move this way or you move that way? But the crossroads of your life, if you go left, this happens. If you go right, that happens. You need to make a choice. You can't allow things to be as they are. This is going to be a changing, life-changing. And you can try and stick out where you're at. You can try and hang there, but you're not going to progress. You're not going to, you won't have the opportunities in front of you open up. They'll be there, but you're not going to be walking through the door. You can just stay there and mold and smolder. So you may have sadness of allowing something to pass and move forward. But there's definitely a new phase of your life that's right here. The color is pink, hot pink, passion. There's the color of green and healing and growth behind you as well. Look at all of the little ivy creeping up. It's like a trellis up there. So this is all new growth, all new growth. And there's been a healing. Turquoise is also the color of speech. It's also the color of depression. So maybe you've come out of this sadness, and now I've chosen to leave this behind, and I've recognized that I have a lot to do with how I feel. And if I choose to go in a different direction than I have always been, or if I choose to voice my opinion and I choose to stand out and speak my truth, I actually could leave this depression behind. I have that ability, but I have to do that. Spirit's saying you can't continue on right now. You have to make a commitment to something that matters to you. And if you're not certain about what you're feeling, like she looks very pensive, okay, well, take a little time. Not much, though. Spirit's saying you can take a little time and figure out what it is that matters to you, and listen for the right answer. Listen for what it is that your heart's saying. But when you move forward to something new, it's just like graduating from high school or college or junior high. It's exciting to go on to something new, but it's scary, and it's also sad because you're familiar. You know, people like what's familiar. Sorry about the light there. People like what's familiar. It feels safe here. But you're not growing if you stay there. You can't stay in high school. Whoops. It's kind of like the Breakfast Club, right? They can't just stay there like that. It's time to move on. At the end of the movie, everybody had to change. They couldn't be the goofballs that they were being. They had to start getting serious and start moving forward and making changes in their life. They even changed friends. The ones that they used to think were stuck up were now they recognize things about them. The ones that they used to make fun of, now they resonated with them, right? They saw things they saw things in people that they didn't recognize before, because now they've grown up a little bit, and they've given themselves an opportunity to get to know different aspects of things. I'm looking right there on that branch. See that branch? You're going to have to zoom in with your camera. But right in the dead center of that, I'm going to take a picture of this when we're done. There's a mushroom. It's hanging there. That's one mushroom. You don't want to be that mushroom hanging there, because a mushroom is mold. A mushroom is it's over emotional. Sorry, it's over emotional. Mushrooms grow in a dark, damp place, right? It's that there's no life on that branch. That's a dead branch. See? Some of the branches are alive, but that's a dead branch, and that one mushroom is just stuck in there. It's stuck right here in these trees. There you are, that mushroom. And you're not going anywhere, and you haven't grown. You're still the size you were when fall came and winter came. You've frozen yourself in that spot. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's pretty obvious. Why not pick that mushroom and have it be a magic mushroom and turn it into something amazing? Right? So it's a rite of passage when we leave something behind. Pick that mushroom and eat it and grow like Alice did in Alice in Wonderland. Here we are in the Magic Kingdom, right? We're here in Wonderland. The Wonderland is only available to you if you go through the little door, if you drink from the bottle, if you take a bite of that mushroom, right? So grab that magic mushroom. I think that's so freaking cool. I love that. This is so awesome. There's going to be people that mushroom, nobody's there but him. He's all by himself. Everybody else is left. What's interesting is some of your old friends will come along with you. Some of your old friends are awakened as well. Or maybe you've helped them, or maybe you're going to help them. Maybe you're going to be an example, and by you moving forward and speaking up, they're going to move forward and speak up. Because everybody's left that mushroom. But some you're going to leave behind, like that mushroom. That mushroom chose not to grow. That mushroom chose not to follow after its dreams. That mushroom chose to sacrifice itself. Right? So for you, relationships, situations, circumstances, there are certain things that need to be sacrificed, need to be left behind, like that mushroom. Whatever that mushroom represents to you, it needs to be left behind. Thank you. It was fun hanging out with you. You know, we had great memories. I enjoyed this, but you know, I want to continue to grow. I want to be where there's life. I want to be where the sun is, where it's flourishing. I don't want to be in the cold, hanging, twisting in the wind, going nowhere with my life, doing nothing. You know? I don't want to be there. I'm sorry, but I got to leave you, because you had the opportunity to go, right? You had the opportunity. When everybody went to fly away, you had the opportunity to leave and go and be planted somewhere else and grow into something wonderful, but you chose not to. So right now you might be mourning. You might be depressed and sad because I'm leaving this behind. Well, what are you leaving behind? Really, think about it. Look at that. What are you leaving behind? It's cold. It's dark. It's gray. It's lonely. And if you are feeling sad, because it is, and it's sad to leave that one hanging. Maybe that's somebody in your life that just doesn't want to grow. Sad to leave them hanging, but so allow yourself to feel the tears and feel the sadness. And I'm sorry to leave you there, but I need to love myself enough to allow myself to go into the light. Go into the light. I'm sorry, but you had a choice. So allow the tears to fall for whatever it is, the person, the circumstance. Allow the cleansing to happen, so that, because tears are cleansing, they're healing, and they'll help you move past that spot. And then after you've allowed that release, it's kind of like, it's good to go to a movie that's sad or emotional, you know, and after you've cried, and have you ever been like so upset, and you've cried and cried and cried and cried and cried, and then you've just fallen asleep, and then when you get up, it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm not dead. Now I got to get up and move on with it. And it's kind of like, it's a weight that's been removed, right? It's a weight that's been lifted. So if you leave this one behind, yes, you're sad. I'm sorry to leave you behind, but it's not my responsibility. And once you turn away and you go into the light and you go to where all of your soul family is, and you move forward to your project, your new life, your new job, your new relationship, whatever it is, just moving up to the next level, you see all of this in front of you, all of the beauty, all of the potential, all of the growth, and look how high it goes up. And I'm now going to be a part of that. So right now, maybe you're starting to get excited. Okay, so you're getting excited. You still have a little bit of fear because, dang, that's high up there, you know? I could slip, but there's a lot I can grab onto. And everybody else is around here. They could catch me. I'm not alone. I'm never alone. Spirit's with me. And the Divine Masculine said, let's move forward. And allow the sun to warm you up, warm your soul, go into the light, right? So it's about leaping. It's about taking that leap of faith, leaving that sad little mushroom behind. I'm so sorry, you sad little mushroom. I'm so sorry. But it could be that. Maybe it's a drug. I'm not taking those magic mushrooms anymore. There's one left, and I could take it, but nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to delude myself with fantasy. I'm going to go into reality, something tangible and something real. That is a dream world. That is forever staying in Wonderland after you ate the magic mushroom and never going back to reality. The White Rabbit says, you got a very, very important date, and you're late. It's time to move forward. So, here's a statement. There's one true path for me. It'll come at the right time. And that illusion that comes from that magic mushroom is going to be wiped away, right? Because when it's my time, when Spirit says it's time to move forward, I'm going to take my chance. I'm going to be patient for the perfect time. I'm going to go in peace. I'm going to have courage and confidence, and I'm going to make my choice, and I'm going to take that leap. I'm not going to doubt. I'm not going to regret. I'm not going to fear. I'm going to choose the way that feels the best to my heart and to my soul. I'm going to go where there is love, where there is unconditional love, kindness, goodness, grace, compassion, forgiveness. And I'm going to leave behind, I'm going to go where the angels are. I'm going to leave behind blame, judgment, ridicule, anger, jealousy, fear, doubt, worry, sickness, sadness, depression. I'm going to leave all that shit behind, and I'm going to go into that. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to imagine it right now. Look at this. Let's do this. Let's put the cards away. Because this is hold on. I'm going to do it like this. Sorry. I'm going to put this away. I like this reading. I'm happy I came here. I'm glad that I listened to my higher self. I didn't know where I was going to, I kind of had an idea. Thought I was going to go to the pond right by where I used to live. But what was drawing me here was the fact that this is where my twin and I finally came together. And I feel like it's time. Full circle completion. I wanted to go back to where it began. And so sometimes we don't know where we're going or why we're going in the direction we're going. But our higher self does. And Spirit will guide us if we listen to our higher self. Oh, hold on. I've got to take these glasses off and put on my sunglasses because we're going to go into the light. I think about my friends, that are musicians, and I have a friend that he wears dark glasses when he performs. He's very, very talented, but when he puts on his glasses, he feels safer, because it's funny because he can see everybody, but it's almost like he feels like they can't see him so much. He says it's because his eyes are sensitive, same as me, but come on, in all reality, I feel safer when I got my glasses on too. So if you have to do it that way, put your glasses on and do it. But what we're going to do is we're going to follow this road. We're going to imagine that this is our yellow brick road, right? And we're now going to pick up what Spirit is promising us. We're gonna go pick up our heart. If we're the Tin Man that doesn't have a heart, I think it's the Tin Man. The Scarecrow that doesn't have a brain. The Lion that doesn't have courage, right? We're gonna walk, and Dorothy, she just wants to go home. I just wanna go home. I just wanna go home to where my twin is. And where my twin is, that's home. And I don't care where it is. So, follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. We're off to see the wizard. Oh, message. The raven is the magician. The raven is the magician. And when you think about the magician can be sneaky, but he can be very, very magical, and he can bring things to life. So, the wizard and the magician, they're the same. So if you are the magician and the wizard, think about the Wizard of Oz, how he was behind that curtain pulling all the strings, right? All these different things that were going on. It was like a big elaborate show. And when Dorothy went up, she pulled that curtain back and she says, I see you. I see who you are. You don't have to hide behind this curtain. You're a very talented person, and you are cared for, and you are respected for who you are. Remember, I just wanted to know that I was loved for who I was and not for what I had. So if you are the magician, imagine this your road. And that what we're going to do is we're going to cross the bridge. What we do, visualize, I mean, we've got it right in front of us right now. Find a way, build a bridge from where you are to where you want to go. I'm here, and my twin's over there, so I'm going over there. I'm here, and this is where my class begins, over here. I imagine this pool filled with water, emotion, happy, peaceful, flowing, overflowing. I imagine this trickling down here, this beautiful. You can imagine this all coming to life. And this is your project. This is your relationship. This is your path. This is your book. This is your song. Take a look at all of this stuff. This is how people, artists and musicians, draw inspiration. Writers, right? Who are you? That's a black Phoebe. Black Phoebe, it's a flycatcher right there. It's called the Black Phoebe. And the Black Phoebe picks off all of the little annoyances, all of the little distractions. That's what the Black Phoebe does. Anything that's getting in your way, anything that's standing in between you and what you wish to accomplish, you imagine as the Black Phoebe. Can you see the Black Phoebe right there? The flycatcher. See how pretty? Look how beautiful. I'm going to pull this right here because I want you to zoom in. What a beautiful shot. I'm going to say goodbye because I need to take a picture. Okay, if you guys would like to have help with dream analysis, with long-distance Reiki healing, if you would like to have a ceremonial sage wand, Queen of Wands sage wand, I'm making them up right now. I've already got 5 just made. 2 are sold, so 3 are ready, and I'm going to be picking more. If you'd like help with a private reading, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com, all one word. Please go to my website and figure out what it is that you would like, and then contact me through my email. If you would like to donate to my page, there is a donate button on the payout page, and go to family and friends and send the donation that way. I would very much appreciate it. It would help me continue to be able to do all of this freely as I do. I gotta let you go. I gotta get a picture of him. I love you guys. Bye.